Hello there, everybody! It is I, Tony, aka TTBurger Rants, and welcome back to another episode of TTBurger Rants. It's been a while since I've done a rant like this. I just decided to do our things and stuff like that. And with me is
Razorblade 1812.
hello, Razorblade, and today's rant is going to be on digital gaming overpowering physical copies of games. And before I get started here, the next Resident Evil review will be ready soon. It's just that I've been taking a little break from making some reviews because my capture device, the Game Bridge, was starting to smell like smoke and something's burning. So I got to be very careful. So it'll probably be on its last leg soon. But if not, then I'll probably just go and order a new one. But yeah, but that's just off topic. But I'm gonna have Toby here start us off on why on what he thinks on digital gaming. Take it away.
Now, digital gaming can be kind of good if you don't want to, just, put it in a disc and then just play the game. I mean, you can just play the game straight away. But then the problem comes in that when a game gets region locked in your country for a reason or where it's been banned or something like that, or when the platform that is hosting it goes down under.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just there are. I mean, I don't mind physical copies. I mean, like if they're like small games or like arcade ports or something like that. But to spend like $60 on a game that should be released as a physical copy it's just stupid because what if your system breaks down? You got to re-download the game all over again, and you have to replay the game all over again too. So you're pretty much screwed from top to bottom. And like, because like perfect example, Hatsune Miku Projectiva Future Tone, one of my favorite PS4 games. It's a fun game with lots of songs in it, but imagine if my PS4 crashed and stopped working. I'd have to play the game all over again, and that would be bad. I feel like the next console generation is going to be digital games. I feel like this generation will be the last generation for physical copies. And you know what? I like to own physical copies of games because I like to collect the games and the CD and like a CD and stuff like that. And if my system breaks, I gotta get a new one. All my stuff will be saved, and I won't have anything to worry about. But like, what else you gotta say?
Now, this is also especially the case with a game called Valkyrie Drive Bikini. That is a game that I actually played a lot on the PC when I first bought it in June 20th. But here's the thing. Since August 10th of this year, this game has been region locked in my country. Yeah, Germany. And the fact is, this actually got me angry because of the fact that I can never get this game anymore. And you can imagine that if Steam goes down under, this game will be gone. And imagine if Marvelous, who actually made this game, will also go out of business, and that game will be gone too.
It sounds like it would suck because like I remember you telling me about this, and I know this is the main reason why one of the main reasons why we're making this video and stuff like that because of how upset you were when the game became region lock and stuff. It's kind of like the same thing with their Live Extreme 3 Fortune, even though that's a physical copy game and stuff like that. But like, imagine if that was the case for Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Fortune, a game that I do like despite what all the crazy fanboys and stuff that are saying how the game is very shallow and stuff like that. But I do enjoy the game, but like that would be the same thing. Or unless with Senran Kagura, Estival Versus, or Peach Splash or whatever and stuff like that.
Yeah, which also have PC versions that are at the moment digital only.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing with digital gaming. It's like all those games that are CDs like that. I mean, like they're gonna be gone. It's gonna be just all digital and stuff like that. And you just gotta download and stuff. Which, in my opinion, it'll probably be more expensive to download a digital game if they do digital only because they're probably gonna cost more because they're not gonna need anybody to like make the discs and stuff like that. So it's gonna take more. It's gonna cost more and stuff like that because like people are gonna be needing the money and such. But like I don't know when this started. I think this whole digital gaming started in the days of the PS3 and the Xbox 360 when they had arcade type ports and stuff like that, like Ninja Turtles and Mortal Kombat collections and stuff like that. I feel like that's when it started really taking a toll uphill. But there are some games that are digital only that should at least have a physical copy, like the Yakuza series, Yakuza 5 and 6. All the Yakuza games have had physical copies. For some reason, though, they decided to switch digital with Yakuza 5 and 6. I never owned a Yakuza game, but if I ever do buy Yakuza games, I'm not gonna buy 5 and 6 because I want the physical copies. I'm not gonna go and waste money on a PSN card and not have enough that to buy another PSN card and then still not have enough not to buy another one when you can just go buy in the store, get the game there, and you don't have to worry about making multiple trips to the store to buy PSN cards or Xbox Live Microsoft points, whatever you call them and stuff. You can just be there, and yet that's like another problem with digital copies. You never seem to have enough money, or enough money in your account to buy the games. Some of them are ridiculously overpriced. Some of them are like a regular price of a new game, and some of them which are cheap aren't that much special to begin with. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's pretty stupid. I mean, that's actually also the reason why a company called Just USA exists, because Just USA is actually a company that also releases games in physical form, while they also release games in digital form, which they also offer on their own website. And there are, of course, a couple of games they also released on Steam that are, of course, digital only, but, of course, there are actually censored versions that, of course, you will never get in their physical editions or in their own digital editions that they offer at their own website.
Yeah, I know. It's like to me, I feel like the digital gaming thing and stuff like that is mainly for people who are also too lazy to go out and buy a physical copy of the game. They just want it's just mainly it mainly especially kids who just want their mommy and daddy to buy them PSN points for their birthday or Christmas or something like that, and then they don't have to worry about buying all those games and stuff like that. They just buy them on the PSN card or go over their parents' banking account too. It's like, especially the perfect example. Like yeah, like even some games that are physical copies, you need digital. You need to like have did some of the stuff they have like it's digital only too. Like perfect example, Call of Duty's multiplayer packs and stuff like that, which are ridiculously overpriced at that's I mean I'm talking about I mean I know this is kind of DLC, but a physical game has stuff digitally that without an update date either. That's the thing there, and it's like can you imagine what the PS5 and the Xbox Two or Xbox 720 will be those days? Everything all digital. The consoles are so slim because they're not gonna need like a CD drive anymore. They're just gonna have everything all physical. Like I can imagine the PS5 being a small, simple black rectangle. I imagine it being like that, and the Xbox and the new Xbox will be like let's see, they go from white to black. Now they're gonna have some silver, and it's like a small little basic silver square. I may be over exaggerating here, but yeah, that just shows this like what digital gaming is doing. I mean, sure you have Steam. I don't mind it. I mean, sure I don't use Steam, but here's the thing. Steam is meant for digital stuff. That's different. That's computer. But for a console, it just seems a little
But there's a
ridiculous.
problem with Steam. Well, like I mentioned before, Valkyrie Drive Bikuni was region locked, and that indeed is the biggest problem.
It seems like it's a big problem because like region lock can't play it. You have to either buy a European PS4 or something like that, or a Japanese PS4 or something like that, and I mean, and like that's bad. Like I don't know anything about the game he's talking about, but I know he told me about it and such. But I know it's probably gonna be similar to what happened with Senran. It's probably similar to like Senran Kagura and stuff like that. But yeah, like region lock digital copies are just pretty much a waste because
Yeah, except that the original PlayStation Vita game was actually released physically.
yeah, I mean that doesn't make any sense. Why release at least the portable version like that? If you can't, why release the physical copy of the portable version? You're not gonna do it for like the console version. I mean, there are some games that are digital.
I'm actually talking about the PC version, not the, well,
Oh,
since this game was never made for PlayStation
well,
4. There was
my bad. So yeah, but like there's also
PC.
go ahead.
I'm talking about the PC version of the game that, of course, was exclusive on Steam and was only digital, and it was region locked, and that was indeed the biggest problem I had with it.
Yeah, I mean like there are games that start out digital and they'll just make them physical, like the games Journey, Flower, and Flow, which are awesome. Which I can understand why they were digital because they were short games like that. I still bought a physical copy anyway to add to my collection. But
Yeah,
then,
even Wipeout HD actually was a digital only game first before they actually made a retail version out of it. which of course was only released in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, and of course, like Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 are digital only, which is understandable because like those are ports of like Dreamcast games stuff like that. But like we're talking about games like like the Resident Evil Origins Collection, like Resident Evil Zero were in HD, had HD remasters, and they were first only released as digital. And I remember buying them on digital, and then like a week later, I see a commercial, I see something online about how they're gonna release them physically. So why couldn't they do that first? I mean, I don't mind if they release a game physically and digitally at the same time, but only digital? Come on. You know, more people, more gamers of my age and his and Toby's age here are gonna pretty much buy the physical copy of the game because one, you don't have to wait to download it. You don't have to worry about saving up PSN points like that. And even yeah, you may have to save up money to buy the game, but then when you get the money, you could just buy the game, bring it home, play, and not have to sign into your account or anything like that. You can just play it right there. And yeah, I mean, like I know that there was a game called Section 8, which was on the 360. They released it for the PS3, but only digitally. And I think to myself, why only release it digitally? I mean, like, of course, the same with Far Cry Classic and Crisis and Call of Duty Classic, which is okay because I know those were mainly PC ports, but and like they're very old. But like I said, we're talking about newer games here, like not ports, newer games. So yeah, what else you gotta say?
I might say digital gaming is pretty bullshit. For one, that you have PC ports that are exclusive on Steam, and then of course when they got refused classification by your local classification board, they'll probably get region locked sooner or later, and you'll be very very disappointed. In comparison to like the original console releases or handheld releases that of course got released in physical form.
Yep, it's a sad thing, I know, but the thing is that like that's probably gonna be the future of gaming. And like I've told people here before, if the next console generation is all about digital gaming, I'm not gonna buy the new consoles because what's the point of buying a new console just so I can play games digitally and they're not gonna have any physical retail copies of games? I mean, sure, call me crazy, but that's just me because I want the physical copies, not the digital copies and stuff like that. That if my console breaks, I gotta re-download that'll be a problem too. If the PS5 stuff's all digital and your console breaks and you beat a lot of games, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna have to re-download all. You're gonna have to re-download all
Or
the
to make
games.
matters even more complicated, if PSN shuts down forever, you can't play them anymore.
Yeah, I know. So like, yeah, if because like,
Same goes for Steam.
yeah, I know. Servers shut down after a while. Look at freaking Mag. Mag was the multiplayer only game. That game shut down its servers and stuff like that. And now you'll never see or find that game ever again. Nobody will want that game ever, but even take the game anymore and stuff because it's so old because the servers are shut down. So yeah, imagine that. Xbox Live or PSN gets shut down. No more digital gaming, and you'll be left with a useless rectangle or square shaped console that won't be able to do anything anymore. Well, of course, you'll be able to browse the menu and stuff if that happens, but you won't be able to do anything else. And I don't think I have much else to say. What, do you have anything else to say?
I always prefer physical instead of digital when it comes to games like Valkyrie Drive Bikini, which I would have wished they would have released the PC version physically instead of digitally, like they did on Steam, and then it was region locked.
Yeah, like I said, I always prefer physical copies as well. Like if Hatsune Miku Project Diva Future Tone ever got a physical copy, I would buy it in case something happens to my PS4 or something like that. But of course, I don't think that's gonna happen because they were only gonna mainly release it for digital anyway. But like Senran Kagura got the physical copy, and I'm gonna get the physical.
And of course, they got PC versions, which of course, like I said, were digital only.
Yeah, I know, and that would also be, yeah, I know that also be a thing. But I don't think I have anything else to say. I don't think Toby has anything else to say. Do you?
Now,
Yeah, that's pretty much all we got to say. Thank you for listening to our TT Burger Rant. This is Tony, aka TT Burger 88, and with Razorblade 1812. Peace out. Have a great day, everybody.